right, so there we are. Sand is all put on. Now I'm going to get a bunch of low grasses and things like that put in on either side of the road. I'm not going to worry about getting any junk and stuff into this riprap at the moment until we get the bulk of the basic ground cover done. I'll worry about painting this concretey ramp or asphalt ramp, whichever I decide to do, a little bit later on down the road here. Okay, let's get to her. Okay, my next step was to apply some fine turf. This is all woodland scenic stuff. The yellow grass, blended turf earth blend, and blended turf green blend. So those three things. By the way, these containers, I got like a set of like 20 of them or something, or 18 or whatever, at Michael's with a coupon once, pretty cheap. And it works fine. It's better than trying to reach into those deep bottles of woodland scenic stuff. Here's my backup supplies right there. The only thing that's careful is you can't stand them upright because stuff will leak out. So you can see right there. So I keep them flat. I don't have any problems like that. All right, next round of scenic stuff. Okay, here you are from the drone. All right, next is this is again all woodland scenics, coarse turf this time. Got several different types, just kind of sprinkled here and there randomly. There's a coarse turf yellow grass. Oh, what else I got? Sorry, I got to reach here. Oh, hang on. Bring these over here. Medium green. Coarse dark green. Coarse turf burnt grass. And some coarse turf. That's light green. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 different colors of coarse turf. All right, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to find something flat that I can tamp this down so I don't have so much rivets and stuff in it. Looking kind of, I don't know, lumpy bumpy. I want to flatten that out really good with something. I don't know what I'll use. I'll find something flat. And then go ahead and get it wet with some wet water and dish detergent mixed together. And then diluted white glue, about 70-30, 70 water, 30 white glue. Just like I do for the ballast and stuff. So, and get that glued, and then that's going to sit all night before I do anything with it. Actually, once I get this flattened and it's wet, I'm going to take a cheap HO scale vehicle and try to make wheel ruts down the middle of it. So I'll see how successful I am at that. All right, everything is dry. So I did manage to put some wheel ruts in there, or something that's supposed to represent wheel ruts. Guess it doesn't look too bad. Yeah, everything's soaked with glue, diluted glue, wet water, diluted glue, and that's that. So now I gotta go around here to the edges where the riprap is. Get these little cracks and things filled in. You see, like, it's kind of, see, that's cracks in there, or like right there. Get these filled in with a little bit of foliage, or a little bit of ground cover of some kind, little bushes and things, some static grasses. And got to get this painted. The boat ramp. That's just loose extra sand laying on top of there. All right. And then do the same with the riprap on this side. So we'll get all that done, then go ahead and get these fishing shacks installed, along with the oysters, Hoopers fresh oysters, so we can get some oysters on the half shell with lots of hot sauce. Okay, I'll be back once I get some more accomplished. All right, back to the drone. I think I'm about as far as I'm going to go with this at this point in time. I'm going to show for a lot of bushes and so forth. Things here and there, randomly wherever growing. Doesn't look too bad. Some more over here. Had this old beater pickup truck and a dude. Upside down boat. Pair of oars. Birds. Yeah, we got birds. Let's go over this side. Got a little makeshift workbench. And a boat upside down with some junk. Down here along the water edge. You may not be able to see it that well. It's depends on how the light hits it. It looks glossy and wet. Maybe if I go like this, you can see. Yeah. That's using some gloss medium from Liquitex. Clear stuff. So we've got ourselves another boat there. Barrel. Let's see, the oyster place. We got a dude just kind of leaning there because he's not secured yet. He will be though, so he's standing upright. Some other thises and thatses. Some bags, maybe full of oysters. Got your little oyster skiff out here. That's from Foss Scale Models, I believe, if I remember. He sells oyster skiffs. I have another couple I can build. Might be cool to have another one out there with it. But for now, I just plunked it out there. So anyhow, there's always things I can add to this yet. Other fine little details that I come across them. Probably could use a electrical pole. And a few other things like that. But anyhow, I'm going to move on. Back where we were last video to get some vegetation in over there. So that's going to take me a little while. Maybe a day or so. I will be back. Yeah, just a update in the middle here. Just cranking away. Getting vegetation in on this ridge line. Again, I'm going to go up to about here where it stops before there's no ground cover. I just got some more trees done. I ran upstairs, made a few more super trees. Threw some more pines in. A lot of scrub and stuff down in here. If you want to take a look at it a little closer. Use some Woodland Scenic clump foliage. Using this static grass mat. You can see it right there. That right there in the middle, in front of those 3 bushes. That, once it's not totally secured and dried, so I gotta go back over it with a little dry brush and some browns. In there, got some regular static grass. That's just pinch and stab. Pinch some off in your fingers and stab it into the glue. You see the glue under there drying. So, one thing that's about the only thing this thing is good for is a Woodland Scenic vacuum. Very little pulling power, but it is good to get static grass to stand back up again. If you flop it over with your finger or something, run it over it. We'll pull up any loose stuff too and get rid of it. See, it just made it stand up a little bit better. It's a little dry right. All right, what else? Oh, using some of this fun bush stuff. It's got this funky backing on it. If you can see there. I just cut that junk off, throw it away. Using some of these grass tufts from several different people. These ones are completely round. I didn't notice that when I ordered them, which is kind of weird. Completely round, so they don't cut very well, but they do stretch, so I can peel one off and stretch it out so it's not so roundy. Got some of these here. These are all from various different manufacturers. You can find them all over Amazon, to be honest. Pretty cheap too. There's like this one. Looks like it's got Chinese lettering on there, but it's miniature mini grass tufts from Storm Creation. You can see them. There's lots of different ones. These are pretty cheap, only a couple bucks. Excuse me. Some more over here. Geez, my throat. Flowery stuff. So using that. What else? I guess that's about it. I'm just going to keep cranking along here. Try to get some of the, pretty much just the bare spots covered up with something. It should look pretty good here in a minute. The other thing I was thinking when I was doing this is a big afterthought, is this area here in between the tracks and the road. That is just a big bare area of nothing, which is fine. I mean, I can just cover it up with vegetation. But I was thinking, man, this would have made, actually, I never thought of it when I was doing it, would have made a spot to put a real small business, like right in here. Whether it's a diner or, I don't know, something. So there may become a time when I just cut a chunk of this out of there, get rid of it, and put in a structure. You know, I could easily put in a driveway off this road. So, I don't know. It's just the things that happen sometimes when you're building one of these monstrosities. You get done with something and you're like, oh, geez, I could have done this with it instead. So don't ever be afraid to, once you're done with something, to rip it up and redo it if you don't really like it. Who knows? Maybe I'll just vegetate it and I'll really like it. I mean, I don't know. I'll just get there when I get there. But I got to get the part on the other side of the road done before we wrap up this video. So I want to get up to about here. And I also want to add some more detailing in with here with this fence. I need some trash and junk laying around. I got to weather up that little stone driveway. The ballasting that I did earlier needs weathered, so all that stuff I want to get done. Plus I got to get these little track nails out of there. And paint these silly orangey insulated joiners. Yeah. Okay, I'll be back, folks. Wow, that was 5 minutes of me yabbling. You don't hear any more of that. Bye. Moving right along. Sunday morning. Excuse me. Boy, my throat the past couple of days has been weird. Some strange pollen or something bugging me. Anyhow, it's Sunday, and it's gloppy outside, and very humid, and sticky, and drippy, and it's supposed to be showery and thunderstormy, and what kind of a better summer day than that is to work on the railroad. See, yesterday I got another batch of super trees straightened, fairly straightened. Might have to go back in and adjust a couple. And primered, prepped, ready to go. All I need is the flocking, the leaves on them. Also over here, another pack of little bushes and stuff came from Amazon this morning. I had ordered the other day. These are from Worm Tree. They are, I haven't opened them yet. They are pretty, they're pretty nice. I think some of these might be Worm Tree brands as well, some of these other ones. Yeah, they're pretty cheap. I mean, you can go get the expensive ones that are designed just for model railroading, and you're going to pay a lot more. I think this is like 200 some bushes. Or I'm sorry, 126 pieces. And I think with my Prime discount and free shipping and all that, it was like $8. Don't hold me to that if I'm wrong, but it wasn't very expensive. So, and it covers a lot. You get a lot done with these things. So, well, let me get to it. Get a bunch more up on here on the hillside. All right, these silly round things. If I would just peel one off and then stick it like there, it would just be round. It would be weird, right? But they do come off of here real easy. But there is one heck of an adhesive on the back. Whoops, dropped it. You can barely even get it off your finger. And they stick. You do not need glue. So, if I'm going to create a line of grass, which is over there across the street, it's really not in focus for you, but one thing I figured out you could do is just grab a edge, grab the other edge, and stretch it. Now it's going to stick to your fingers, and it's going to spring back almost to the shape it was. But say I want to put one right there, put my thumb down, stretch it, pull it, stick her down. Oh, no, it doesn't want to stick. Yeah, now it is. It's a little better. Let me try another one. Stick it right there. Pull, push. Sticks right to the ground. And you might have to go up and tease some of the grasses back up. Probably use a brush or even a tip of your finger, kind of just pushes them back up. Because doing that, you smash them down. But I don't know, just an idea of something to do with them. You can put other grasses in between. Let's try a different one. This is a late season grass weed thing. Let's pull, let's stretch. Let's see if we can get it to blend in there some. Yeah, there you go. Well, it's better than being round, anyhow. So just an idea. Thought I'd show you that. Oh, this is fun so far. What you all think there, guys and gals? Added a few details around this little thing there. Weathered up the road, the driveway. Tossed in a couple cinder blocks and stuff. Some old wooden boards. Don't really have a vehicle. I'm kind of on the low end on vehicles. Warren Valley over next door, completely populated with vehicles, but not too many for over here. So, guess what I'm going to be looking for at the next Timonium train show this fall. Anyways, this is about as far as I'm going to go with it for this video anyhow. I'm sure I'll be walking back down here and see one little spot and go, there needs to be a bush there. Oh, got a bush. Should put a bush. How about some weeds? What about some more flowers? Here and there. So, but this is as far as I'm going to go with this video on this section for now. I think we got a lot of stuff growing in the cracks and in the crevices. Kind of take on a little walk down the road here. Okay, well, I guess that's where I'm going to leave y'all for this time. I have a couple other ideas for next videos. experimenting with watercolor pencils for weathering things. So once I get some bugs worked out and get a little practice on some stuff, I might take you over to the workbench on the next video and show you that. Or I have another little structure we got to do. And that's that. So, I don't know, pretty cool. Got a ways to go. Kind of do that the whole way around there where you see it's brown. So that's going to be a while. But I'm not going to show you a video on every single time I do like a section. So I just wanted you to get the idea of how I do scenery. One of my favorite things to do, scenery and structures, as you may know. Yeah, so pretty pleased so far. Hope you liked it. I hope you maybe learned something or got some good ideas for yourself for your own layout. If you have any questions or comments, please put them in the video and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Try to answer any questions anybody has. I think I've answered every single one that I've had since I started the channel. So I'm going to try to keep that trend going. All right, folks. Well, for the next one, appreciate you. You know what you're supposed to do with the bell and the thumbs up and the subscribe button and stuff. So I do appreciate it. And thank you very much to all my subscribers. I definitely appreciate you. You help keep me motivated and help keep me moving forward on progress. So we shall catch you on the next one. Thank you very much. Again, this is Matt P. signing off. And we'll see ya.